Hello everyone, here's my response journal. For this assignment, I wanted to dive into a poem that really made me pause and reflect. It's called Why She Disappeared by Taylor Swift. I've always really liked her Reputation album. This piece completely proved to me how much of a true poet she is. Most people know her for her music, but this spoken word poem touches on some really heavy, real-world experiences that I think a lot of us can connect with. When I first read it, my immediate emotional reaction was a mix of validation and relief. It talks about that moment when you realize you've been too trusting, or when you feel like people are trying to take advantage of your good intentions. The poem describes a person who essentially disappears because the noise and the greed of the world became too much. For me, reading it felt like a reminder that it's okay to step back, protect your peace, and be cautious about who you let into your space. There were two specific parts of the poem that affected me the most. The first is the line, "Without your past, you could never have arrived so wondrously and brutally, by design or some violent, explicit happenstance here." To me, this explicitly highlights the idea that every difficult experience, whether it felt unfair or brutal at the time, was ultimately a necessary step to get to where you are today. It reminds me that navigating tough situations with a gutsy mind is what shapes your independence. The second line is the ending. And in the depth of her reputation, she felt truly alive. That part really struck a chord with me. It highlights that it doesn't matter what other people think or say about you. Your peace of mind and staying true to your own values is worth so much more than trying to please everyone. I connected with this poem on a personal level because I really value independence and being observant. This reminds me that starting over on a new path isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of immense courage. It taught me that being fearless doesn't mean you have to rush your progress. You can literally take your time. Navigating your thoughts in those quiet moments helps you build a strong mind to walk your own path confidently. Why She Disappeared is a beautiful reminder that surviving the darker, more uncertain chapters of life only makes you appreciate your own growth even more. It shows a great deal of resilience, and it inspires me to guard my own peace and live on my terms. That would be all. Thank you for listening.